Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to English in My Way. Today, you're probably watching this from your home due to the coronavirus, and you're probably hearing some of the words repeatedly used in the media regarding the situation and probably not sure of all the vocabularies used in it. In this video, I'll be explaining the meaning of the vocabularies so that you can talk about coronavirus to others. Now, let's move on to the topic. So before I start, what is coronavirus? The coronavirus is a large family of viruses that causes disease in animals and birds. You are probably hearing people also mention the term Covid-19, which stands for Coronavirus Disease of 2019 and is a newly identified coronavirus. Some people describe it as the novel coronavirus, which means novel means new coronavirus. So remember, COVID-19 is part of the coronavirus family. For example, let's take dogs. In dogs, there are many breeds like Labrador, German Shepherd and Shih Tzu. And so a dog in general is a representation, and Labrador belongs to the dog family. Likewise, coronavirus is the general representation and COVID-19 belongs to the coronavirus family. Now moving on, I'll be taking some sample statements related to the coronavirus vocabularies and explaining the meanings of the terms so that it will help you understand better. The first statement is, the COVID-19 outbreak started in Wuhan state in China and spread as an epidemic in all states of China and has now become a global pandemic affecting 213 countries and territories. You would be hearing the terms such as outbreak, epidemic and pandemic almost daily these days. What do they mean? In order to have a good understanding to what it means, now visualize three circles like shown in the image. So, outbreak means sudden increase in number of cases of any disease in a geographical location. In our case, the disease is COVID-19. So, that's the innermost circle. The next is the epidemic, which means disease that affects a larger number of people in a country or a region. That's the middle circle. The third is the pandemic. So the World Health Organization, also called WHO, has declared COVID-19 as a pandemic. Pandemic is an epidemic that spread over multiple countries or continent. That's the outermost layer in the circle. A simple way to not confuse between pandemic and epidemic is to remember the letter P in pandemic has a passport. So P has a passport. So you need a passport to travel to another country, which means pandemic is an epidemic that can travel. The next statement we are going to see is, as we watch the coronavirus evolve from an outbreak to an epidemic to a pandemic, the world leaders have issued travel ban and shut down the borders in order to avoid community spread and recommended social distancing. And some of the countries are under lockdown to stop the spread. In the above statement, travel ban means restricting someone to travel from one place to another. Ban means to stop something. Next is shut down the borders, which means closing the border between two countries or states or provinces. Another term you will see above is community spread, which means spread of a disease within a community or a group who have no known contact with people infected by the disease or who have not had any travel history. In simple terms, you don't know how you got it and where it came from. Travel history means a record of your travel to any place other than where you live. Now let's move on to social distancing, which means maintaining a physical distance between other individuals. Suppose I am maintaining a physical distance between my dog. The best way to practice social distancing is by staying at home. The next one is lockdown. Now imagine locking people. That means people are not allowed to go anywhere they want to. Now let's move on to the next statement. People who tested positive for coronavirus must be in quarantine or isolation. /isolation. For people with travel history, the government has asked them to go on self-quarantine or self-isolation for 14 days. If they do not show any symptoms, they are free to go out for their basic needs. Symptomatic people are then tested for coronavirus. In the above statement, the first term we have is tested positive, which means the results of their test for coronavirus has become positive. That means that person has the coronavirus in their body. Just think positive means the symbol plus, and the opposite to that is tested negative, which means they do not have coronavirus in their body. Next one is quarantine or isolation, means separating yourself from others. And self-quarantine is separating yourself from others by your own wish, by your own self. Self means doing it without anyone asking you to do so. Next, symptoms means showing signs that someone have the disease. Let's say some of the symptoms for coronavirus can be fever, cough, cold, and many more. I'm sure you must have heard this before, but you should cough like instead of because when an infected person coughs like he or she will touch other places and the chances that the virus will spread. Symptomatic means the people that are showing symptoms of the coronavirus, and the opposite of symptomatic is asymptomatic, which means people who do not show any symptoms for the coronavirus. And remember, I am no medical professional to tell you what the symptoms for the coronavirus are. Those are just some of the examples I picked from the internet. Please follow what has been advised by your local government. The next statement is, if a patient is identified, the area the patient lives in is marked as containment zone, and the contact tracing is put in place in order to identify person who may have come in close contact with the coronavirus patients. Here, contact tracing is identifying people who may have been in contact with those infected by COVID-19. Next is containment zone. Containment means act of controlling the spread of the disease. So, the area that is under containment is called as containment zone. The last and final statement for today's discussion is, in unprecedented times like this, we must follow the government guidelines and help flatten the curve. You must be hearing this term unprecedented almost every day, which means something that has never happened in the past. And another commonly used term is flattening the curve. See the image here. So if you see towards the end of the curve has become flat like this, which means the number of coronavirus cases have declined, reduced, and are flat, and that's why the government keeps asking to flatten the curve. So those are the vocabularies I could think of, and I hope this was useful in understanding the meaning of the terms used. Please try to use this when you talk to someone about coronavirus and explain the same to them so that you will remember. Before I conclude, it is in times like this We should all remain united and help those in need of any support. Remember to take care of your mental health beside the physical health. Mental health is as important as physical health. Please make the best use of this time, for you may never get an opportunity like this. Do all that you have wished you had done while you were busy with your routine work. Remember, we are all in this together, and let's come out of it together as a humankind. Practice kindness and compassion to our fellow human beings and animals. Feed the stray dogs if you can. Hope you benefited out of this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and do let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember, our channel is all about inspiring people to be confident. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.